Hey guys, v1ck here, back with another video. Today we're doing Vaping Vick Tries video. Today we are trying this stainless steel flatwire from Flatwire UK apparently. Basically it's it's slightly squished stainless steel, 24 gauge stainless steel flatwire. Basically these videos where I try something, like I did a Clapton one, trying Clapton coils. I just try something new for a couple of weeks, and then I do this video to sort of give you my experiences of how I got on with it and what I think about it, and then it's up to you whether you want to go try it or if you want if you already have tried this thing, stainless steel flatwire, go in the comments and put your experiences of it. And anyone watching this, I encourage you to scroll down. What is going on here? I encourage you to scroll down and check out what everyone else has said, get everyone else's feedback as well, not just mine. So we'll go straight down to the table. I'll do a very quick stainless steel flatwire build. This one that I've already done, we're going back in time as well as down low. And then we'll come back up top and I'll give you my personal pros and cons of using stainless steel flatwire over traditional Kanthal. See you in a second. Okay guys, here we are down low looking at Flatwire. Flatwire UK seems to be the producer of this. I've seen them in loads of different shops, so shop around. We have 24 gauge Flatwire stainless steel, and it looks a bit like this. Looks a bit like this. Now, I'm not going to be able to see on camera, but yeah, it's stainless steel. You're going to have to take my word for it on that. The details aren't going to come out great on that. Let's cut a bit off. I'm just going to do, a cheesy sort of standardy build just to give you a look at it really. Let's cut two pieces off. Let's do a dual coil. Let's go mental and do a dual coil. Bear with me. Okay, two pieces of stainless steel flat wire. Could have done that before hitting record, couldn't I? Yeah. Hey ho. Right. So, coil master, coil winding tool. It does work in here, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stick it in here. I'm gonna sort of build my traditional Kanthal regulated dripping build. Which is a handful of wraps on 3mm. Okay, so I've got it on my winder. I'm gonna give it a wind. Hard to do on camera because I've got too much lead. I'll come back to camera in a second. Okay guys, 3 or 4 minutes later, we are at this point. We have our coils now. This is where you've got to make a judgment call yourself. I do not dry fire my stainless steel coils, so they're going to have to go as neat as they are at this point. I've just screwed them in, screwed them down. We're getting a reading of 0.12, and so you're getting a much lower reading than you would with Kanthal, 24 gauge Kanthal with this many wraps, round Kanthal. So that's a consideration as well. You're gonna have to make a decision yourself or do some research on the dry firing. I personally do not. I do dry burn Kanthal, but I do not dry burn stainless steel. Each to their own on that one. So you're on your own on that one, I'm afraid. It's a personal preference thing. All we need to do now is wick it up. So I'll just do that. I'm going to use this cotton candy. You can see while I'm on this point here, you can see how fluffy and lovely this cotton candy is. I'm going to grab this. This is Crispy Treat from Num Noms, and we'll juice it up. Actually, I'm just going to poke it down first. Okay, so just juice it up, juice it up, juice it up. We've got it all juiced up like this, as you can see, and then we will go up top. So see you in a second. Okay guys, that was stainless steel flatwire up close. A bit of a messy build. These old 3-post builds, trickier than they used to be. Trickier than they used to be, of all the luxury of velocity decks and things, you know. Okay, so this is the build that we did down low. Quite rowdy, quite rowdy. That's just at 70 watts. Came out about 1.2, 1.4. Not 0.14 on a regulated mod that can handle that with its chip, then that's fine, and don't worry, just make sure you're using high drain batteries. Okay, so stainless steel flatwire, pros and cons over Kanthal in my personal opinion. Oh, and I should just say at the beginning of this, it's totally down to you about the dry burning thing. Do some research, go look around. It's very much a personal preference. The jury is out. Scientists even seem quite split about it. What I would say, I know a lot of other users that just very gently dry heat it. Just very gentle. Don't get it all glowing. Just very gentle, just so they can fix the coil and make sure it's all heating up evenly and stuff. So I know people that do that. So maybe that's an option. I didn't do it in this build. As a result of not doing that, and one potential negative of stainless steel flatwire over Kanthal is excuse me, the break-in time. There's a definite break-in time with stainless steel coils. They sort of come to life, you know, after a couple of mil has gone through them. They sort of bed in and break in. The stainless steel sort of gets to where it wants to get as a composition. I just feel like over Kanthal, which is just ready to go, great. I think it's just a little bit of breaking time with these stainless steel wires. Other thing to know as well, the resistance tends to be lower. So if I'd have done the same amount of wraps with Kanthal, I'd have expected maybe 0.25, 0.3. This is like half of that. So another thing to bear in mind, very useful for certain other builds. Maybe you're doing it on a mech or something and you want the wraps, but you don't want the high resistance. So something to consider there. Another massive benefit of these is, and I've just been playing with it just before coming on camera, stainless steel. Stainless steel is a temperature control coil, isn't it? I know there is one mod that can do Kanthal apparently, but ultimately there's a lot of mods now that can do stainless steel temperature control. So if you're wanting to do temperature control, you can do this with this build, you know, or you can stick it on another mod. In my opinion, you can stick it on another mod and use it in straight wattage mode. So that is a benefit as well. In terms of flavour, I'm not detecting any greater or worse flavour. It just is what it is. What I am detecting is it's a rowdier build, this, because it's that lower resistance. It's a rowdy build, and with that comes a nice heat to it as well. So if you're looking to get a bit of extra heat without going crazy wattage, maybe this is an option for you as well. Overall, should you throw your Kanthal away? No, not at all. Definitely not. Kanthal's still an excellent coiling wire for vaping. Stainless steel, though, does have its benefits. You know, you can switch from TC to wattage mode. It's got that lower resistance if you're looking for that. The fact that it's flat wire gives you that further span, you know, so there's potentially more coil touching wick, and therefore higher vapor production potentially. Vapor production is very good with this build. So the jury's out, you know. It's not a mind blower, it's not a definitive thing, but there's just pros and cons to using stainless steel. I definitely think it's better than titanium and nickel. I definitely believe it is better than those two things, in my opinion. Put in your comments your experiences with stainless steel flatwire, or stainless steel in general, or what you thought of this video, anything I did wrong, corrections and stuff. And everyone watching this, please read everyone else's comments. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again really soon.